Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. In this video today, we are going to be looking at 5 top attacking tips to take your game to the next level and help you start scoring more goals on FC24. The first one is going to be a menu, attribute, stat type one. Then the last 4 are going to all be gameplay ones. We're showing you specific clips and identifying things you need to be doing in your gameplay. The first one, and it's a new addition this year that we're going to talk about, is playstyles. Now, I'm on an RTG. My account is very limited. I have this team and like 30k coins once one of my players that I've bought before sells. So this is what I've got for 30k. I've got Frankie de Jong and De Ligt untradeable, so I'm building around, and Rudiger untradeable, so I'm kind of building around them a bit. But I'm very limited in my options. So playstyles is something that I try when I see a player's good value, go for it. This Cascarino is not cheap, and she has a 2-star weak foot. But the pace she has with this OP playstyle is massive. Playstyles can change your game. The best players in this game will have really good playstyles. I did a video specifically looking at playstyles. I would recommend checking out if you want to understand them a bit more and see about all of them. But when it comes to attacking, these are going to be big for you. Some of the key ones: finesse shot, power shot, ball control, first touch one's pretty good. Technical's pretty good if you know how to use it. Quick step and rapid. Rapid's under ball control, but quick step and rapid are really good. If you have a playstyle plus of one of these, they're really, really quick off the mark. Very hard to catch someone who's got this and a lot of pace. Trivella's amazing because they can hit Trivellas basically. Even though she's not got great shooting, she will score Trivellas with this playstyle. And those are the main ones really, but adding players with really good playstyles to your team will honestly take your team to the next level. I would highly recommend it. Make sure when you are looking at players to buy for your team that you check out the playstyles and really look into it, because they can make a big difference, and you need to know the playstyles your players are using. You don't want to be going for loads of finesses or Trivellas if your player don't have either of the trait. So check them out and then try. Don't just only buy players based on playstyles, but it definitely should be something you should be considering for your players to improve your attack. Are you sick to death of getting out-teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. Okay, I lied, guys. I was going to do 4 specific gameplay ones, and I'll do more videos with like 5 top tips. There'll be plenty of them in the next few weeks as we learn more about the game. However, I wanted to talk tactics for tip number 2. Having a second plan. This is just or more than one plan even. More than one game plan. This is key in general on FIFA, but especially when it comes to attacking. I start in the 4-2-3-1. Definitely not a top tier formation when it comes to attacking. It's fine and it's decent, but when you're losing and you need to score more goals and be more attacking, you can't stay in this formation. Very simple. Tip number 2, have a second game plan, third game plan. I have one that I go to when I'm losing, a bit more aggressive. It's the 4-4-2. And the other thing that I think you really need to consider is having an all-out attack. This one here I go to late on in a game. I need to swap them around, to be honest. I only use this very late on in a game when I'm desperate to get back into it. You won't have to use these often, but simply put, these can make a big difference. A lot of people don't consider having more than one tactic. They could be 3-0 down and just letting you pass around the back with no pressing tactics and not sure what to do. Have a tactic that's more aggressive. Have a more attacking formation to switch to. Having a plan B, even though you might lose some games by more goals, you will definitely come back in more games and give yourself a better chance of winning games you never could have before. Having a plan B will help your attack massively. Talked about these in a few videos now, but I'm going to keep going on about them until I think everyone knows about them. Using and taking free kicks properly. They're OP. I've scored lots online already. They're even easier against the computer because the keeper doesn't move the keeper. But I've got a complete free kick tutorial. I'll very quickly go over it here. If you want to watch it more in depth to learn more about how it works properly, go check out the free kick tutorial. But you can see here, you either line it up around there or just inside. Depends on the keeper. Lining it up. They've got a man on the line here. 3 bars of power. If you're a bit further out, you can go 3.5. You see there, it goes right in the top corner basically and flies in. Very, very easy. The main things you have to consider for your free kick taker, a free kick accuracy, shot power, curve, and dead ball is pretty useful, especially for lining up and seeing it. But I've been taking these with much worse players. I've taken this with Pop. She had 95 shot power, pretty average curve, and about 74, 75 free kicks. And they were flying in online against people. Watch the free kick tutorial video I've done to see more in depth about when they move the keeper, the different types you can take. But you need to be adding free kicks to your game. They're OP. You will get lots of goals with these. Make sure you start using them. Okay, tip number 4. A very, very simple one, but I don't see enough people doing it. Play for through balls. But to make it a little bit more added to this tip, because it's kind of always do through balls, use L1, trigger runs. You should have someone ideally in your team who's got 90 plus pace up front. I've tried to use slower strikers who've got high finish stuff, and yeah, they can be good still, but I think genuinely speaking, with how good chem styles are, where you can get plus 12 finishing and high dribbling and stuff to boost a player who's got high pace but not great finishing. Like this Openda, I think he has like over 90 finishing with a finisher chem style, and he already has like 94 pace or something stupid. They're OP. I definitely think you should be using through balls a lot more on this game. Generally speaking, most people don't use them enough. Just watch here. He's got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people around me. I've triggered a run here. Starts running. Araujo's quick, but he can't recover in time. And from there, it's an easy goal pretty much. Keepers in one-on-ones are very good if you wait long enough and then shoot pretty close to them. But keepers, if they're not next to you, they're very easy to score past, and they're very easy to take it round if you have enough time. So one-on-ones are very good. Penda, I'm not even doing big touches. This is Araujo, one of the best, fastest centre-backs in the game at this point. He can't get near me. It's just an easy finish across goal. Very simple. Always be looking to spin, play through balls. Soon as you see one of your strikers, or even wingers going like that, but as soon as you see one of them with a position to do that, you should be looking to play a through ball. They're OP. They're going to give you lots of easy goals. Not enough people utilise them. They're still broken, still really good. And as long as you've got decent passes, you're going to find them very easy to play. The final tip we're going to talk about is something I don't see enough people do on any football games in general, but the last few FIFAs, FC 24, it's being willing to go backwards. Now, I'm not saying like go from here and then switch it all the way down to the left back, then to the right back over there. I'm not telling people they need to do that. But simply put, too many times people get in good positions and they think they have to just turn, force something that isn't there. I was playing against a 5 back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It wasn't very easy to get a lot of space if I just forced it forward. But when you go backwards, you end up being able to work better chances. You give your players more time to make good runs. You can pull the opposition out of place, especially if they're not patient. From there, you can make some really good chances. You can see there, I've suddenly gone from one player surrounded by a few to 1, 2 players that I can go to. From there, I turn. Wasn't the best defending by him, and it is Depay's weak foot. Ideally, you'd have a better player than Depay, just fits my team and he's cheap at the moment. But you can make chances out of nowhere. Very quick, easy goal. Lovely. Going backwards is something that not enough people do. Add it to your game. Be willing to go backwards to go forwards in the future. If you can add all these attacking tips to your game, they'll definitely help take your game to another level. Appreciate you guys watching the video. As always, keep it spicy. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.